The Air Monarchs back.
He's represent. That's right. You know,
Christian, how tough was the news about obviously not having Raekwon at least for a time? How do you pick up the slack? I'm sure it's good having John Jenkins around.
no, like obviously that's definitely tough for Raekwon and everything because he's such a hard worker. He's fun to play with, fun to be around. But we're still gonna need his energy and his spirit around and everything like that. So at least we still have that. But it's nice to still have other guys who can step up, who've played a lot of football in this league, and and have a lot of experience. So guys are just gonna have to pick it up some way, some way, somehow. So.
How would you grade how you guys did against the Patriots run game?
I think it was a solid start, but not saying we played bad, but we're obviously going to have to get better and improve each week if we're going to want to get to where we want to go. But that definitely just starts on the practice field and in meetings, just taking everything one play at a time, one meeting at a time, and just getting better and better. That's where it's all going to happen. So we're just going to try to make improvements this week because you're never 100%. So.
Christian, how would you describe the Bills' offense?
The Bills' offense, they're really talented. They got weapons everywhere, a really good O-line, really good quarterback, really good skilled guys, good running backs. I mean, they got talent everywhere. They're a heck of a team, so we're really going to need to prepare well if we're going to take care of business this weekend.
Christian, does your pass rush plan change at all against a guy like Josh Allen, who, when you get him and maybe he can shake off a tackle and make a big play after that, do you have to kind of change your approach when you face a guy like that?
You kind of can see what he can do and everything. You can see what kind of ability he has. But we're just going to need to focus on our game plan and control what we can control, and just take the right approach in order to slow those guys down.
Where have you seen Josh Allen go the most? Because we kind of progressed a little bit from year 1 to year 2, and then year 2 to year 3, he makes that big leap. Where have you seen him grow the most?
Yeah, he's just become a more complete player. Like he really doesn't have many weaknesses, so he presents a great challenge for us. And if we want to do well this weekend, we're gonna have to prepare well.
Follow up on the Bills. I know players don't like to reflect on what happened the season before.
I can't hear you.
On the Bills, I know players don't like to look back on what happened last season, but they beat you in week 2 and then that finale in week 17. Do you feel that maybe some type of payback is in order Sunday?
Not really. Again, it's a new year. It's a new team on both sides. So we gotta just, we can't necessarily worry about that. It's not a grudge match or anything like that. Like, yeah, it's a division game, so it's important, and it's the most important game of the year because it's the next one. But again, we're just gonna have to prepare well, and can't think about anything else except for the task at hand, going one play at a time.
You guys were really good in the red zone defensively Sunday. What's the key, I guess, for you guys to get down in that?
Again, just preparation and understanding that, in those situations, in those critical situations, we have to be at our best, because things do happen throughout the course of a game. So, third down and other situations, red area, things like that, that's when you got to step up and, be at your best.
Christian, a full Hard Rock Stadium on Sunday, what sort of, not that you guys need a lift, but what can that atmosphere provide?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to that. We got some of the best fans in the country. It's always exciting to play at home. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm excited about that. But again, to your point, it's all about what we do. The fans aren't playing for us, so again, we're gonna prepare well. But it is gonna be exciting to be at home with a packed crowd.
Christian, how concerned are you about some of the quarterback draws that they like to run, and what can you do to try to not give him that lane, because once he takes off?
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, he presents a great challenge for us. We're just gonna have to, stick with our game plan, and stay within our scheme in order to get the result we want.
Christian, from what you saw, I don't know, from what you saw against the Bills-Steelers game, what did Pittsburgh do so well to limit that offense?
No, they did some things really well, and you could just learn from, every opponent and, every opponent they face as well. But they just did a really good job of, executing their game plan, and that's what we're going to need to do. Whatever the coaches decide that we're going to do, that we're going to go with, players got to lock in on that and just to execute the game plan very well.
There's nothing specific about how they brought pressure or nothing.
I'm not going to speak to that. I don't know what they necessarily were doing, but I just felt like they executed what they were doing well.
The turnover battle was so important on Sunday. Is that something that you guys have talked about again for this week?
Well, we just try to create a mindset, here where it's all about the ball, so that's always important in every game. Not one game over the other. It's important every game. Take care of the ball and try to get the ball, try to get takeaways.
All right, thanks,
All right,
Christian.
thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Christian.